High achieving women often struggle in relationships, but you don't have to. In just a few tweaks, dating and relationships can become easy. The problem is that many of these women work so hard to make the relationships work, but they focus on the wrong things while missing out on the most important aspects essential for a happy relationship. These mistakes make you sabotage your chances with some really good men while you stay in relationships with people who are not really ready for the kind of relationship you want. I will tell you all about it. Have you ever wondered what's up with you? Why is it not happening for you? Why are relationships so difficult? Perhaps you meet someone so amazing and have a great connection at the beginning, but just after you start falling for him, he tells you that he's really not interested in marriage or long-term commitment. Then you find yourself frustrated, confused, or heartbroken. I've been there, and I want you to know that this is something so many modern women go through. It just feels so darn hard, and like there is nothing you can do about it. But I want you to know that there are things you can do. First, let me tell you about these three mistakes so many women make, and then I will tell you what's essential for successful relationships. The first mistake is that successful women use the same strategies in dating as in other aspects of their lives. A lot of women work on improving themselves in various ways in hope that this will make them more attractive and that they will meet someone who's gonna see how amazing they are and fall in love with them. They buy beautiful clothes, purses, shoes, lose weight, put on a nice makeup, etc. Don't get me wrong, you should absolutely take care of yourself. Fashion and makeup can be a great source of creativity and expression, but this is not enough for creating a secure relationship. This may cause you to attract a lot of good men at the beginning, but this isn't enough to keep them and create an emotional bond with them. Look at some of the most beautiful women who struggled in relationships. No amount of success, attractiveness, connections, or virtue guarantees secure, healthy relationships. So many get divorced or wind up with partners that are cheating on them, and so on. I don't like to name them, but there are a few you can think of. The first mistake leads to the second mistake. As you work on improving yourself to meet some imposed standards, you naturally learn to seek approval from the outside. This continues when you go on a date. If you're like a lot of women, you position yourself hoping that someone will like you. This will naturally lead you to feel insecure and you will give up your personal power. I teach my clients to adopt the Queen of Hearts mindset. When you do it, you go on dates to meet and get to know people while observing how you like them, not trying to prove yourself likable. Do you see how empowering this shift is? How much more fun and less stress you can have when you do this. Another bonus is that this way you're automatically primed to discern and figure out better who may or who may not be right for you. Finally, a third mistake. A lot of successful women don't take enough time to date someone before starting an exclusive relationship and falling in love with this one person. This is yet one more way in which you give up your personal power. As a high-achieving woman, you will naturally be motivated to make it work. So instead of discerning if someone is right for you, you start over-functioning, trying to make the relationship work. This causes you to become anxious and it may cause your partner to display avoidant tendencies. This freaks men out. It repels them. You basically don't allow him a chance to show you who he is. This is a sure way to wind up in an unhappy relationship where your partner feels like he can't make you happy. He may complain that you constantly complain. Yes, see that irony. If you're like many high-achieving women, you may struggle expressing your needs in relationships. This brings us to the solution. Obviously, you need to figure out how you can stop making these mistakes. But the problem is that you make these mistakes because you're raised to show up like this in life. It simply becomes a part of you. When things don't work out, you try to fix it by figuring out how you need to rise up to the situation. And this is good, but the way you go about it is disempowering in romantic relationships. These kinds of attempts often compensate for insecurities and deep limiting beliefs that you had to create at some point of your life. Your deep-seated limiting beliefs may be something like, I have to work hard for everything. Nothing comes easy to me. No men are interested in long-term commitment. All men are the same. I need to prove myself worthy. Nobody would care about me if I express my needs. And there are so many variations that are similar to this. Of course, we all know that none of this is true for you, me, or any other woman, but these are deep-rooted limiting beliefs that cause us to be afraid to show up authentically. So, what do we need to do if we want a healthy, secure relationship? We need to work on healing deep packaged wounds that we shoved deep in our hearts. We collected them, packaged them in multiple boxes, wrapped it with a thick wrapper in the hope that they would stay there and not bother us. At some point, it was helpful for our survival. There was no space for us and our needs, but now this prevents you from happiness, especially in relationships. Women don't address the pain and wounds inside and hope that things would work out naturally. What happens naturally is that many of these amazing women do attract quality men, but they are unable to create deep, secure emotional connections with them during courting. This causes men to lose interest. I hear men say something like, "She's amazing, but I just didn't feel that spark." The problem is that these are usually blind spots for most of us. It may take you several decades and several relationships and heartbreaks to start addressing this. There is a good reason why blind spots are blind spots. We learn to function in dysfunctional environments, so we cut off parts of ourselves and we had to adapt to survive and function. We learned that we needed to fit in. However, when you cut off parts of yourself, you wind up with a lot of resentment and anxiety. You hope that there will be a soul who can see you, who can love you, who can take all that pain away. But instead, what happens is that you can't break unhealthy patterns like, for instance, attracting people that are not right for you, being unable to feel attracted to people who are ready to love you fully, ending up in situationships, ending up in unhappy relationships with a partner that can't love you in the ways you need him to love you, and so much more. The fact is that so many women carry this bundle of pain and wounds that they never dealt with. They hope that they will find someone and live happily ever after. They hope that this person will magically unwrap all the boxes and take away the pain and wounds, convince you that you are worthy of epic love, attention, affection, time, gifts. And I want you to know that you can and should meet such a person, but in order to meet the person who sees you like this, you need to see it for yourself first. Otherwise, you will keep attracting people that see you just the way you see yourself, in that wounded form. If you don't deal with your insecurities, you will keep attracting people who confirm these insecurities. They will bring just more pain in your life. The good news is you don't always have to spend years in therapy and be completely healed if you want to have a secure relationship. In just a few months, you can be in a healthy relationship while continuing your healing process. But there are a few things you need to do before you look for love. You need to become aware of your negative patterns and learn how to manage triggers that cause you to self-sabotage. This is exactly what we help our clients with. One of the big parts that we do in the course of True Love is that we help you build emotional strength to handle the most difficult triggers, and there will be many in romantic relationships. We actually provide individualized support and help you process your anger, resentment, frustration, and other emotions so you can communicate your needs in relationships. There is something special when working with a coach that has been practicing trauma-based therapy for decades. We provide a safe space that you don't often get in your family, a place for you to be seen and heard, to see and understand yourself, because it's hard to look into blind spots. It can be scary, but it's so liberating. This has such a great effect on my clients. They report amazing connections with quality men who are eager to show them how interested they are. No more overthinking, waiting for his texts, wondering where you stand with him. You should see my clients communicating with men who strive hard and court them like real men who know what they want, as one of my clients put it. If these are the results you want, you can get there much sooner than you may think. It doesn't need to take years or decades like in my case. With effective courting strategies and my direct feedback, you can become aware of your blind spots that prevent you from meeting and keeping quality men. You can start communicating in the ways that express your true self, which helps you attract the ones that will adore you for you. You can become the Queen of Hearts who knows her value. This causes men to never want to see any other woman because they see you as the one. What will it be? What will you choose? Will you continue with trying to make yourself betterer so you can finally feel worthy of attention, affection, adoration? Or will you choose the holistic path that addresses all that you need to become successful in the courting game for your goal? If your goal is a healthy, secure relationship, I can help. Right now, I'm opening the door to only 5 women before the price of the Course of True Love goes up. Are you curious if this would work for you? Let's chat. Please follow the link below and we can chat and figure out what your specific self-sabotaging patterns are. Send me a DM and we can chat. Ring the bell and subscribe. Leave some loving so you can keep getting these videos.